could be anything you want, I could be anything you need. Baby, tell me it's something real, and I'll give you everything. Every now and then a wicked smile, you know I can't help myself. You play around with me for a while, keep tearing me up until there's nothing left. Ooh, it's obvious to me. Yeah, you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you say, but I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast.
Mic check, 1, 2.
We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking them all? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened, we step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on, you don't want problems, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in, and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, it will begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends, ay, you when I touching the can, ay, putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ay, switching the moves, no number 2, I came in the win. Said I'm tapped in with the action, it got the master on a master, I can never move passive, I'm active, I can make them go close on this cast, but wanna know who running it, just ask us on the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Hold up. Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a peephole. I want the rings and the chains like I'm Depot. Picked up, walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat, making plays. Ooh, it's magic like some. We want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they lack it. I've been hungry all my life. I ain't passing up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates. This is sacrificing heart. That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going full throttle at me, back up out my way. Yeah, I promise you, you cannot stop me. Now when the whole team got me, I notice how cocky. But watch me, I'ma show you how we're checking parameters. You not dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This is excellence. Rich, stand it up, cause you know
I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody
all day, every day. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Pop goes the monkey in chat, my man Matt. How's everything going, brother? The Huff, Recoil. Says I swing between sheer panic, general sadness, and the glimmer of hope every 15 minutes. Brutal. Yeah, I heard that. Saw a post the other day from Pop Goes the Monkey about some new tech you guys get sorted out. Post Shapeways bankruptcy. I had sheer panic too, brother. Oh, it's fucking. It's a lot. Yeah, I think that's what yeah. So you just spread it out with different printers that are make on demand. I don't know the scene. All I know is like Shapeway is like the biggest print on demand fulfillment. And so it seems like that has massive ramifications if they go offline.
Let's do it!
Yo, Doug, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up. The literal best of all days, lean back in this chair. Post 4th of July weekend. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab in Citrus County. We're doing it again. Monday Night Raw Dawg. Pop Goes the Monkey held together with bubble gum and zip ties. Bro, it's rough, man. It's not easy out there, man. That's what people been talking about that, you know? So I think everyone sees it, you know? And I don't think people... I mean, I don't know. I think people get it. Like, this is not, like shit like this has happened before, but we lost some OGs during COVID. Now we're coming out and it looked kind of good for a while, and now it's looking real bad again. Shit's scary. I love my fucking parents, dude. Love minis. I'm still here. We get some straight gangster hype in chat for Love Minis. Yeah, dude, right? No one expected the Shapeways shit, dude. I feel that, dude. Sometimes when the universe punches you in the face, you have to just punch it right back. Pop goes the monkey. B-dubs, Terrain of Forge. We get some love right there in chat. So we got Matt from Pop Goes the Monkeys in chat talking about rising like a phoenix from the ashes in the post-Shapeways disaster. That's right. Cue the rocket theme. Montage, baby. I feel that, dude. It's like, you know, I left California 11 months ago. The 7th is when I put up a post. August 7th. When I put up a post, that was on my 7-year anniversary on this chat. 11 months ago, almost exactly. When I started driving home to Florida. So it's like, sometimes, man, I feel that, dude. I left everything. All I brought was my computer and like my open projects. So I feel that, dude. Pop goes the monkey, bro. I feel it. Respect, I feel it. Keep us updated, man. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, everyone have a decent 4th of July week. We took most of the week off. Still streamed on Friday. We didn't podcast on Wednesday. Streamed on Monday and Tuesday. So I didn't take many. Actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, I may have not taken any days off. One day. Pop goes the monkey. He's like, my sucked. Yep. Red Coat says, it's not how hard you can punch, but how hard you can take a punch and keep moving forward. Is that a Rocky quote? That's dumb. See, if you punched hard enough, you never had to take a punch. I'm going more with the Incredible Hulk version of that statement, which is punch harder. OnePlus F says did. Oh yeah, and I also streamed at a weird time on Friday because I had my dinner plans. I forgot about my aunt's house, and I want to make sure we gave out some dice. So we're back. We're back. Red Coat says everyone has a time when they get hit. But I have ADHD. Like, I worry about that later. I got no plan for that. Recoil. You think Monday is broken? command? It spammed your chat 100 times? That doesn't seem right. Oh my god. Holy goddamn. Swoller bot is broken. How do we... I did that. How do we delete a command? Love Minis, how do you remove a command? Like, are they all doing that? No, just Monday. How the fuck did that happen? It did not work. Oh, is it because it has it in there? Oh, I think I know what happened here. Don't start the command with the command. It triggers itself. Nah, I fixed it, Love Minis. I realized when I copy and pasted it, it also had exclamation point Monday in it. So just... Brutal. Recoil's mom in chat. So we're back. Monday night. Raw Dog. We're in July. Every Friday, I'm giving away those dice until we're out. And on Mondays, I'm going to start doing stuff like what we're doing right now, exclamation point Monday. We have a headband in the shop now that I can make. So I was thinking kind of like it's hot as fuck out there right now, so headbands make more sense. You know, sweatband. Monday night, Raw Dog sweatbands. Top 4, everyone gets a sweatband. Headband. K4. Melt. Rebar? I don't know. He says, do you mind me asking how you deal with painting fatigue? Do I have a command for that? Exclamation point. What's my... No, what? Don't I have a link to my fucking post? What was my reading list? It's an exclamation point. I think I broke the command is what it is. Give me 1 second. I'll go into detail. Audible.com. Update. Command. Lit RPG. I just updated it. Exclamation point. Lit RPG. It should hit a link. Yep. It's a link to my blog. The post with my top reads. My strategy for 14 years has been audible.com. I'm always listening to an audiobook when I'm painting. And then I don't listen to the audiobook in bed. I'll listen to it's for painting. and I get really invested in these books and reward myself by painting. There's been a solid strategy. I've given that advice to many of my students, and many of them have had success with it. And the genre that is the most addicting for this is the lit RPG genre. And I have read literally 60 books a year for 14 years on Audible. So that's my curated hype list that'll get you through any project. Can I do wristbands also recoil? I don't know. That's a good question. But look. Catalog. That'd be under accessories, maybe? I can do a scrunchie. You can wear those on your wrist.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Juggernaut.
Shout out to Mr. Monk, Mr. Duke. Noor, what's up? You be getting Kindle? No, Kindle is not it. It's not it. It's got to be Audible, dude. You can't be Kindling and painting. Recoil. It's a headband. It's for sweat, dude. It's not for your hair, dude. Sweatband, dude. I mean, if you have cool hair, sure, you can push your hair up. Oh, scrunchie. No, you can wear the scrunchie on your wrist like a Vesco girl. He says no. He's not doing that. Kids and youth accessories. Yeah, I don't have wristbands. That's right, the old broccoli top. Sir Crow, you read a lot of function. You read a lot of function. It's not basically Audible, it's robot voice, dog. Get the fuck out of here. Or YouTube and streams, that's okay, but like when you're really trying to get a project done, you don't want to be distracted by looking up every now and then or being tempted. But you gotta blast through 2,000 points. You just want it to be a story. The Mr. Monk basketball style jerseys or tank tops, I have those. We've just been doing hockey jerseys because they seem to be more popular, but I can do a basketball jersey. It's called Immersion. Just read Mechanicus books. I love it. Sir Crow. Red Goat. There's some dude in Arizona selling bowling shirts with Hobby Nerd on them. Like Dickies. Monument. Renegade wristband for the stick hand works well. That's right, Duke. 2,000 points, like a quarter of a Stormlight book. You like to wear them too when you play bass. I'll keep an eye out, see if one of my other people has them. All over printing's been getting more popular, so that's where this is all coming from. See what other cool themed shit I can come up with during July. Kramus. That's right, baby. He got 5,500 points of Orcs painted. Got your Carl. Exclamation point class. If you're looking to sign up, become OP at painting today. Hit me up. I did post a new reel today on Instagram covering the wings on the Lord of Change. It is also free for members on Patreon, so exclamation point patrons. You can jump up there and just sign up for a free member, and you can get access to analog short form tutorials and more. So just exclamation point patrons, go over there, just be like, yo, I'm a free member, you get free shit. Obviously, that's like free sample. Hopefully I convert you to a $10 or more, or a student. But those are our promos. Exclamation point Monday, exclamation point class. Next month, around probably like Tuesday the 6th is when we're going to be popping off with our 8-year anniversary on Twitch. We got the new 8-year loyalty badge right here. And right now what we're working on is sponsored content for 1+ saves. So let's lock into the cradle. Let's get this bitch started. Locking in the obesity cradle. So I went to this fireworks stand in Florida in front of the Walmart, bought some fireworks, shot them off at my aunt's house. My dad was like, "These aren't legal. Where the fuck did you buy these?" I was like, "I bought these at Walmart, dude." Like, he was like, "What the hell?" For games. Hey, Santa, I just sent you a package today. Fuck, where's my paper towels? Yeah. I just shipped like 15 packages today. Got that new tutorial. It's on Patreon and it's on Instagram as well. Taught a class and now we're streaming, so I took my Adderall today. Also got Monsters because thank you, Recoil. So where we're at on this project, if you're just tuning in, is this is kind of a special project because what we're looking at is actually sponsored content so that somebody who paid me for can have a tutorial custom to their project and they can have this model as a sample so they can try to recreate it. So we're workshopping a more sustainable strategy for doing some Wish.com NMM, and we workshopped it here over the airbrushing. And then what we did on Friday was we pen washed all this and blocked in all the NMM. So you see over here we've got like kind of that sick double-edge highlight right there. And here we don't yet. And I think we need to go a little bit further. So let's get that done. Now, the new formula we're using on this project. Let me just get some of this moisture off of here. This is a 3-piece gold, bronze, brass workup. We're starting a little lighter than we normally start, but also therefore a lot oranger. Burnt orange. And that keeps you from desaturating it and by accident, kind of mitigates some fail rate from our normal workup where we use mahogany. Shout out to Pop Goes the Monkey in chat. And we're using actual yellow ochre on this instead of golden brown. We've been using a lot of golden brown over mahogany lately. This is just straight up yellow ochre. It has even more yellow in it than golden brown. And then we're using, instead of going to white, we're trying to stabilize, right? We're not trying to use a lot of stuff. We're using warm flesh. See, so we've got a 3-piece. There's fail rate mitigation engineered into this, okay? It's different, dude. If I show you the Lord of Change, so the Lord of Change is, you can see the mahogany in there. Okay. Here you can see a lot more orange and yellow popping, right? So there's and the Lord of Change also has a bunch of white. So we've removed an entire paint from the workup. We're starting much brighter on the spectrum. Duke, yeah. The burnt orange might just be the thing on the work project. I just did a project management class with Duke today. So as I look at this, I feel like I can go a little bit deeper. Maybe not. Let me just try. So let's start off with some high opacity, low moisture edge highlighting. Okay, we're gonna take the brightest paint, which is the warm flesh. We're gonna take our little 18-0 synthetic brush. And we're going to do a little tracer here, right? Let's actually start on the safe side. We're going to use the side of our brush. Hold your breath. Swing it from right to left. Light brush pressure. And we're going to run that tracer on that hard edge. And I'm doing it on this side because this is like kind of the safe side of a fuck up. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. And I'm doing this now because a lot of times you don't have to do much more to the NMM. So I'm just feeling it out. So now on the top rail, you got to be cognizant of your tip penetration, Disco. And so we're doing more of a tip tracer here. You want to be raw dogging this paint. Disco says, you and Florida dodged barrel. Nice die roll. Yeah, boy. So you see, we're riding that top rail very gently, Duke. Try not to get it on the red. That's the tip penetration. And a lot of times, if you think that your workup's a little sloppy, and as soon as you get this line down, it stops looking sloppy. You see? Always be rotating. You're looking for the right to left motion. Don't get lazy and stop rotating. That's where you mess up. Also, let's stipple these nuts. Fight the paint on the palette, not the model. If it's not transferring well, just stop. Go back to the palette. That's oftentimes all it takes. I feel like it could be a little bit more hype right here. So I'm gonna grab some moisture, lower the opacity. I'm gonna run a little bit more warm flesh into this sharper point right here. See? And a little bit right here. Just kind of ramp that up. That's the bright, dark, bright. But now that I put moisture on the brush, so I'm going to be careful. I'm going to just use my paper towel to get that moisture off. High opacity, low moisture. Okay, now this little spoke here can be a bit obnoxious. So at first, I'm just going to focus on the tops. See, I'm going to be rotating. Don't be afraid to hold the model in new and strange ways to get into the tracer. This pinky brace helps a lot. Light brush pressure at all times. And that the crisper this line, the better. It's probably the most important part of a good NMM is decent edge highlighting. Now I'm going to try to get the bottoms of them. So I'm going to hit it all in one kind of go. Just always be rotating. Load the tip back up. Tracers are actually really easy. This is where you want to be. A lot of tracers is easier than a few heart pulls. Looks good. Load back up. See if we can get right here. Went a little hard there, that's fine. I'm just going to extend it down. Cognizant of tip penetration. Just try to get that line. We're gonna get the hoof. The separation between the actual hoof and the black part, like, or the horseshoe and the shoe, the horse fucking toe and the horseshoe, I don't know. It's a little undefined. And angular. The good thing is I can easily grab some black and go back in. Now that I've realized that, I'm not even going to sweat it now. One plus saves. That's janky as fuck. Says, would you say the dude is more important this model than the Juggernaut? Yeah. I would say, like, in general, for like a mounted piece, that's probably a good rule. So I'm going to clean this up because it looks a little lazy. So let's go back in time into our workup, and let me clean this up a little bit. It looks like it lost a little opacity. I slopped it on earlier. So I'm going to try to re-embed the bright, dark, bright pattern right here. Just got to eyeball it. We get a little bit of water. A bit of the warm flesh. And this one's all jagged because of the 3D print. But we can play it through. One plus saves. Horseshoe and toe both end the same, but start totally different. Says, but sound totally different. So it could be horseshoe or horse shoe. The fuck are you saying, bro? You trying to do some kind of play on words nonsense, bro? I can't read. Horse toe. Yeah, it's a horse toe. Where are you getting dog from? Horse, dog, toe shoe. Let's see if we can do a heart pull right here. So there's a little distortion in there, so let's go back. App Define Painting, what's up? Right there with some low opacity. Go in with a little bit more orange. Got a little distorted in there, so just wanted to clean that up. I mean, they're like rhinoceroses, right? More than anything. All right, let's take more warm flesh. I have to find painting in the chat. We finished our Lord of Change. Let's hit a tracer. Outside tracer right now. Now, if it was smaller trim, I wouldn't do both sides. I would just do the outside. But that trim is like an 1/8 of an inch wide. And getting both sides makes it look way more hype. We'll do a heart pull right here. Looking good. The old dude at the gym that uses Costco leather gardening gloves is your idol. You have a guy at your gym that uses those? The savage. We're going to push a little bit more in that little edge right there. A little bit more right here. Running that tracer. There are some nuts right here, so let's stipple those nuts. Let's get the eye socket. Finish with a heart pull. This beard trim. Always be rotating. Let's get the outside. Stipple the nut. I'm gonna drag a little bit more right here. Let's see if we can get onto this side now. Now we've got our stride. Let's maintain momentum. Always looking for the kind of the straight line. You want to avoid the windshield wiper motion. So say I come back for that little spike right there. Reload, high opacity, low moisture. straight diagonally down to the left if you're right-handed. You can also go back up, but that's less stable. So that rotation is everything. The outside is the easy side. Fucked up right there. Came in with too much pressure. But ultimately not a problem. Easy to repair anything. See, I'm gonna add it more here anyway on the spike. Let's grab some water, lower the opacity. Same thing right here. Stipple some nuts. I might even go back a step and put a little wash on those nuts. I'm going back some of that orange mix, semi-opaque and a little wet. Professional competence. Just got back from lake fishing with your little bro and daddy. I bet that was tight. You guys have fun with some 4th of July action? Let's see if we can get the spoke. Critical. Thank you for the follow. We're using the tracer technique right now. I'll pass a little moisture side of our brush. Ride those angles. Always be rotating. That's where people go wrong, is they just kind of stay locked into one viewing angle. You want to make sure you're basically raw dog in this paint. The more of a line that you can get to appear on the outside of these shapes, the more shiny it's going to appear. Okay, the more reflective. Hadn't been. Professional Confidence says he just hadn't been forever. Wanted to hang before Wilbur moves out of state to Vegas. What's he going out there for? Ben Majuric. What's up? Ben Mac Uric. Soft J. Says we raw dog on Monday over here. Yes. You're over on YouTube like a hobo? Professional competence. GF works at Nellis and he wants to go into the electrical trade. Man, electricity's magic. She doesn't make sense. Alright, let's see if we can get the foot. Get that warm flesh, high opacity, low moisture. Tip of the brush. Just start off with a little heart pull right here on the edge. Let's see if we can ride this rail a little bit right here. Same thing down here. Cognizant of tip penetration. Rotate. Hit the outside. We're gonna have to definitely heart pull right here. Let's invert the viewing angle. Load back up. My YouTube username is better. Yeah, it's good. But there's probably not that many people on YouTube with you right now. What are you guys into right now? You guys have a good 4th of July out there, Ben? See if we can get this rhino shoe.
Angels
I think we're gonna have to just heart pull, lesson learned.
down from the heavens, descended
The boss man with the resub. Let me get some love right there. Or the prime sub. What's up, brother? Oh, is that Ben? Ben is boss man. Guys raised some money for from the LVO sales for Team USA. It's making progress there. You guys don't remember we had Ben on the podcast a few weeks ago. Lex, Multi-Gaming TV, thank you for the follow. Pow! So the partnership has been great, the Bossman states. Big shout out to Frontline for the generosity. Bossman in the house. Yeah, we did that. The podcast Would You Rather got us TOS flagged like a motherfucker on YouTube. You hit inside and played Elden Ring. Vegas, 120 degrees. Fuck. That's hot. I mean, we're nerds anyway. I don't go outside unless I'm forced to. I'm going to pour a little flow improver, guys, onto the palette. Sometimes I use this to kind of break up any paint in the tip, slow the dry time down. I'm not trying to mix it into the paint, though. We're trying to maintain a raw dog state. That just helps the paint flow. Okay, let's move over here. We got our tri-blends all built in, and now we're just dropping the edge highlights off on this sponsored content right here. It's for 1+ saves. We're doing like a shelf-stable NMM technique, 3 paint technique. Right here, we're just using edge highlighting strategy over a crudely layered tri-blend. High opacity, low moisture, ride the rail. Always be rotating. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. Give my pinky support. Sometimes the pinky support is just ground support. Rotate. Try to avoid a windshield wiper. And on wide trim like this, try to do both sides. On the actual like infantry model himself, we probably won't. We're just hitting that tip tracer right now in the top rail. Try not to get into the red, so be cognizant of tip penetration. Just be rotating. Go. This way. Look it back. See those little spikes? You want to hit the other side now. You see how suddenly it looks shiny, looks reflective. So like absolutely decent edge highlighting will get you through most NMM. Now the spokes are a little bit more obnoxious. Rotate. Rotate. See, I'm just doing it on kind of all the same side right now as I move up. It's all just that warm flesh color. Getting those tracers on those rails. Constantly reloading the brush. I'm not fighting it. It's not deploying with a quick transfer like that, like a stop. Go back to the palette. Get it queued up. Let's get the top spoke. Now we're going to start hitting the other sides. Now, right here, I'm just going to heart pull that connection and this connection. And if any of these lines are janky, just play through until the end. A heart pull. Let's get this connection right here. Fuck that one up. Said just ignore it. So it's kind of sticking to the brush now. Here's my flow improver. I'm gonna use that to break the paint up again. Wipe it off with my paper towel. Like I talked about. It's starting to dry in the tip. Just a little trace, a little heart pull right here. Tip of the brush, pull straight back. Same thing right here. Uh-oh, we broke the glue. That's been kind of the annoying part. It's keeping them secure on the base. But now he just wants to rotate around. Let's try the. Let's actually get them back in the cork. I think was actually pretty good. Maybe not. I don't know. Gotta think actually. This plastic is better. So let's try. Let's go back to this thing. No. KLT O'Neill, what's up, man? Yeah, I did some shipping today, so a lot of you guys might have gotten like a shop alert. For some swag. I'm gonna dribble some accelerator right here. God damn it. Okay, I think it caught. I think it caught now. So I'm going to take some of the warm flesh, our highlight, to lower the opacity. I'm going to brush a little bit in to the tips of these arrows. Pick it up a notch. Oh, I never even got the bottom of this one. Pop those out just a little bit more. Hell yeah. The model student over on YouTube says, just got home for the show. Got another couple of jobs today. Finally, money for me to paint models of my sub. Awesome. Looking super tight. Thank you, model student. I appreciate your support. Battleborn over on YouTube. What's up, Miffy? We're using that warm flesh. Let's slice in right here with a heart pull. Let's see if we can get a tracer right here. A heart pull right here. Another heart pull. See if we can just brighten this whole section up right here. So we get a little high opacity, low moisture tracer. Right there. See if we can catch this little hook right here. Heart pull. It's tricky right there. A little sloppy in there, so let's go back to the palette, pick up some of the mid-tone. All right, let's run back. See if we can get our highlight show up a little better. Oh, I see what I did here. There's like two bevels. One right here. Okay, that's why it was looking off to me. Let's go back to the mid-tone. Establish a little bit of a darker line right here underneath. It's like beveled right there. Sometimes when these 3D printers, it'll be a little misshapen in some areas. Like a ledge will be like a weird double ledge. It's probably not the printer, it's probably like the files. Just, you know, the geography is like an impossible geography. Yeah, that was entirely more nonsense than the other side. Let's run back to the hoof, the horseshoe situation. Run a quick tracer. Let's tighten this up with a little bit more of the warm flesh right here down the center. Lower the opacity with some water. Using a little moisture, let's go back in time to the ochre. On our palette, pick up some of this orange even. Little shitty right there. Peanut butter and bacon. What's up, brother? Let's rinse that down. Pop Goes the Monkey says you can't line up every edge with the best angle. Only one print direction. Ooh, my man just laid some knowledge down. So that's why you see that kind of double bevel sometimes. Peanut butter and bacon says just here to lurk and paint. Lurking and jerking, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's get to this top piece right here. See, remember, we blocked in all the skulls at the same time as our base. So let's see if we can go on high opacity, low moisture. Let's see if we can get a tracer along this bottom ledge. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. We're just raw dogging this paint off the palette. think in this section we're just going to have to do the heart pull. So we're just going to use the tip of our brush and gently pull back. Right there. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We are working on sponsored content. There is a purpose to every color selection on this model and the entire procedure. This is essentially instructions on how to paint World Eater armor using the similar technique as shelf stable and repeatable as possible. Shout out to One Plus Saves for funding this content. Freelance Gyno, how do you paint something in another color scheme without instructions? How do you paint something in another color scheme without instructions? I want to paint Farsight in his Biorla scent colors. I'm scared I won't and don't want to mess it up. Any tips? Yeah, man. The whole game is making the dark stuff dark and the bright stuff bright. Regardless of what colors I pick, the most important thing is the fact that you see all these dark recesses, and then we're having bright edges show up. That's all that matters. So whether or not you have an airbrush and you're sick at airbrush or not, that's a cheat code. Really, it's just pick the fucking color, live with your decision, and as long as you make the dark stuff dark and the bright stuff bright, your model will fucking look good, period. No matter what. Doesn't matter what colors you pick. So it really comes down to, do you struggle deploying recess lines like panel lining? Do you struggle putting out crisp edges? That's really the game. Airbrushing is a cheat code. You can learn it in one day with me in a class. Roma GIS, it's beautiful pool. Thanks, man. Templar, fear is the mind killer. Gotta let it pass through you, dog. That's what I heard. Yeah, this is a printed model, as Model Student mentions. So sometimes there are more challenging ledges, and that's where the heart pull comes in. So the brush stroke of precision is the heart pull. The cheater stroke is the tracer. So you see this like really janky NMM transition right here. It's barely blended. It's bright, dark, bright. It kind of doesn't matter because all that matters is, can I get this line right here to deploy sharp and straight? And so now I'm transitioning to a heart pull. And in the bottom ledge, there's almost no way to trace it. So I had to rely on the heart pull, which is the most precise brush stroke in the game. So tip of your brush, pull back to your heart. Right there. And then we're going to make sure that it comes through on this side, and we're even going to do like a fake line right here. Tau are easy though, because they're GW plastics and they have really crisp edges, and you can trace the shit out of them. And they're suits for the most part. That was a janky ass line right there. And their suits for the most part are pretty airbrushable. Don't panic if your lines get jacked like right there. Because the thing is, I know it's not even that jacked because I show it so much respect. But what I do is, you know, we know that these are the three paints right here. So the orange and the ochre are kind of where it all started. And then it was more ochre, then eventually the warm flesh. So just a little bit of water. Go back a step and just kind of send this as a band-aid with some heart pulls right over those janky spots. Might have been off camera, but smooth that shit out. That's called the glaze edit. I teach that to all my students in the 3rd lesson. It's just the edge highlight lesson. Right here. Hit it with a tracer. And the skulls are all painted the same base coat as the gold. So they're going to have to get turned into skulls at some point. Sam, Clay, Clef, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Let's move in right here. Let's catch the safe edge with a tracer, which is the outer edge. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. Always be rotating. And we're going to now hit the trickier side, which is the inside, so be cognizant of the tip penetration. So that's bright, dark, bright tri-blend. We just layered that up with these 3 paints I just showed you, and now we're just edging it. You see, it's not even really blended. It's just jankily layered up. And a lot of people don't realize, like, with metallic effects, it doesn't need to be that smoothly blended. The eye cavity. Broke some rules there, but it's easy. Any of my rules on heart pulls and tracing can be broken. It's risky, so you just gotta, it's more risky, so you just gotta be aware that you're taking a risk. Really all we're trying to do is keep the brush perpendicular to the surface. So this rotation helps with that. So we still have to do the collar. But you see, we just went all through it. Pop goes the monkey. I need some feedback from you and the community. I need to change the name of the fine detail plastic for this new vendor. What do you think of monkey plastic? Will be crystal, monkey plastic, or tough monkey plastic? Why are you going to call it crystal? Is it going to be see-through? Mr. the Monk, thank you. Let's get some pin washing going here. We need to wash some nuts. So semi-opaque kind of wet, a little dark. Rocket Chicken, yo, what's up, man? We're gonna use this to just stipple around some of these nuts. Enhance the visibility. Semi-opaque, a little wet. Stipple. Got all that. It will both be clear. So yeah, crystal's a good name if it's going to be clear. So that's what it makes me think of. Bristol is also the manufacturer's name for the material. It's perfect. So we got to jump into that collar. First, let's get his little bull nose ring. Let's go with bright. So it's like bright, dark, bright. That's the ochre. Let's add some warm flesh. Right. So collar is all that's left in that spectrum. Let me take a little brush soap and let's clean this brush for 1 second. We're going to do a whip session here in a second, guys. Exclamation point whip. If you're new here, Pop Goes the Monkeys' manufacturer's name for tough stuff is armor. Yeah. Yeah, don't use... Yeah, I wouldn't use that. It is confusing. I mean, you could also just go with something like even simpler, where it's like monkey resin plus, or monkey plastic plus, or, you know, something that's just like it's good. So this stuff's plastic, I'm also assuming, not resin. I'm gonna grab. I think I got some ivory that I can pull out of here. Just want to start off. I want to just start getting these set up. So, you know, semi-opaque base coat right over what's on there, which is a combination of our brown or our burnt orange and our ochre. So this ivory, in theory, will be a little yellowed. By the base coat. Definitely adding some water to it. It's not just raw dog. Monkey Paw Plus. Skulls just subtracted out. Since I'm here, let's get a little bit more opacity, less moisture. Let's get these teeth the best we can. Okay, back. Classic monkey plastic and tough monkey plastic. I like that. It's both, right? Did you answer my question about plastic? That's why you're hesitant calling it plastic? It's UV cured plastic. It will not work with plastic glue. So it won't work with plastic glue, but it's not resin. Have I ever handled a model like that? Is it is it different? Does it come out different than the resin, or is it like exactly the same? I mean, do you need to put plastic in the name? Is that relevant? Because I think, you know what I mean? Because like plastic, I mean, I hardly ever use plastic glue, but that can be confusing. You have to put it in the literature, right? Because it's in the product description, right? Like what it is. So I don't think plastic needs to be in the name. My suggestion would be to fucking lose it. Because it makes me think it's plastic. Even though I don't use plastic glue that often, it makes me think I can. And then you're going to have to deal with people not reading that you can't. Just doing a second pass with a little bit of ivory right here. Acrylite. I mean, I was about to say, like, print. Can you just use print? Monkey print? Like, monkey prints? Like, crystal monkey print? I'm just trying to get a second pass there. All right, so I think I'm gonna try to do one last thing before we go to the whip session, guys. Exclamation point whip. Let's see if we can get little white in the eyeball. One plus saves monkey sauce. Brass monkey and funky monkey. Yeah, or just go an entirely different direction with it and don't call out the material. Just let people figure out which one is the better. It's the, you know. All right, I'm gonna try to put a bit of white in the eyeball. Just straight high opacity, low moisture. Raw Dawg in it. God, it's a bitch to see that eye. Good to go. So we got all the gray looking good on this side, and we haven't even touched it on this side. But we're still way ahead of the game compared to the Lord of Change. So let's set him down. Let's close the wet palette. You see, yeah, like that. Classic monkey print, tough monkey print. That works really good. Call it right there, man. That's what I would say. Shadow Gex, what's up, brother? Crushing it like always. I do what I can, brother. Just get a little bit more soap. We're like so much further along in this in this project. The Lord of Chains took ages. Yeah, see, because classic monkey print and tough monkey print, it would make me read the description. I'd be like, okay, what's the difference between this? Because one of them seems like it's the old tech, and one of them seems like it's the new, better tech. Let me read to see if that's the case. You know what I mean? It makes me learn about the product. So, if you guys are just tuning in, we did just finish I want to say 40-hour paint job. Lord of Change. The tutorial has been edited and has been releasing. It's probably like we're up to on release on Patreon. I think we're up to the armor just before the base, so it's almost completely out on Patreon. If you go to Patreon, you check the collections, you'll see. I think there's like 2 more drops. So that's done. This is like a 40-50 hour paint job. But we do take you through every step of the journey. How you can reproduce this yourself, as long as you have passable airbrush. And Jabless, thank you for the follow. And so now we get to move into our next sponsor content, which is Acorn Juggernaut with Ryder. And we're doing the same kind of thing for this guy. You have to go back to the VODs. Nothing's been edited yet, but it is a blue to red workup. It is a shelf-stable NMM Wish.com strategy. So it's a 2-color airbrush, a 3-color NMM, or for gold, and a 2-color silver NMM. So every set, it's, the red is 2 paint, the silver 2 paint, the gold 3 paint. That's it. That's how the model is being built. As few bottles that we have to open as possible with as few brush strokes as we can achieve to get this result. Shout out to OnePlus Saves sponsoring this paint along. So let's jump back in to a whip sesh, guys. Also, today is Monday Night Raw Dawg. Our Monday slot is still relatively new to our program, but it is July. In July, I tend to sneak up some hype promos. And so Monday in July, I'm going to have some hype shit. Today, it is Raw Dawg themed headbands. It features our Total Joke logo. Get it right here. Right here, this is actually the completely ripped from Monday Night Raw. So, top 4 today. Pick up those headbands. I may repeat this giveaway in July, but I'm not guaranteeing that, nor am I promising otherwise. It's possible that these 4 are the only 4, But it's also possible these 4 are the only are 4 of 16. Really comes down to how I feel over the weekend. Bro, random text message from random stranger says, "Hello, can we go for a date tomorrow?" That sounds like that's top tier Florida shit right there. Tez 914, what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Let me bust open Discord real quick. Night Raw Dawg in the chat. No worries, Pop. Thank you, model student. Ulysses. Yo, this setup is looking sick, brother. You need a rampage. Glad to hear, brother. I just sent you a package, actually. I sent 15 packages out today. Still don't have the special laser cut measuring tools from Game Envy. I'll have to follow up with them tonight. So I just went ahead and sent stuff without them. I just set to get them in the next shipment. Just like, bro, I can't keep waiting. But he did tell me he sent them. Show me shipping confirmation. Probably got slowed down by 4th of July. Recoil, a retro synthwave headband design. Retro synthwave. You mean like just like 80s gangster shit? Easy peasy. Oh, here we go, baby. Look at that. Look at that yellow. Wolf Lord, what's up, brother? Thanks for the follow. Did you do the magenta workup? Yeah, think about how much think about like this too, easy peasy. You can paint the whole guy. Like you're just aiming at his. Why are you just aiming at the cape? Paint the whole guy the purple magenta. Paint them all. And then just throw the yellow over the cape and shit. And then you could do like maybe like a purple wash on the skin part and just call it done there. You can do it all in one step. He says just a test area. Motherfucker, you know you just forgot. Super happy getting there. Let's see. He's got his Blood Angels. He's working on more practice Marines. You're going crazy, brother. It's looking good. He's over here talking about trying to replicate a certain ton of purple. Just paint it purple. Dark stuff dark, bright stuff bright. Forget everything that's come before. Easy peasy, yeah. There's a couple of fat lines here and there, but it works. Just keep pushing through. Don't hyper focus on the mistakes. It looks good. Like was X. Oh yeah, here's that dragon thing. Nice. Came back through, just some light dry brushing. Looks like you shaded up. You went back in and dropped some darker airbrushing off. And this kind of model also works well for oils. So you could use a really thinned down black oil wash, and you could get some definition put back inside these recesses, and then through the subtraction process, remove some of it as it dries off the top scales pretty easily. Could you noosh that lizard instead of oil? Yeah, probably. But the oil's gonna flow like into all the recesses like instantly. It's gonna be faster. Just like touch it, it's gonna be like blah! Like it's just spider web into all the recesses. Echo sets, multi-black, Mr. Hobby. Plus saves. Back on the Necron wagon? I thought they sucked, dude. Equus X, any suggestions for secondary colors? When in doubt, paint that shit black. OnePlus says they do suck. Thought you only chased the meta. Why are you painting these guys? Should just throw them in the garbage, bro. Night Raw Dawg. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right. You were talking about the sorcerers and Terminator armor for Death Guard. OnePlus says he thinks he can win. Simple bronze with all the patina, with all the colors, looks really good. This is going to be a tougher sell, though. It's big flat panels. We'll see. I like that. Yeah, big panels are gonna need some love. Just put the effort in. It should ride. Arrow says there are one or two more steps. Feel that? Take a look at Sir Crow. What are you working on? It's like a mummy. Or is this some of that Kingdom Death stuff you were working on? Stitched together armor. The baby face monster. Oh yeah. The motherfuckers are sewn back together wrong. Staying busy, Sir Crow. Templar. With the Night Lords. Looking sick, homie. Throw your orcs in the garbage. This is the best lightning bolt you've ever drawn. Last sketch. Killing it, brother. Disco practicing faces. Was this your inspiration right here? No, just hungry. Looking beautiful, man. Disco, just don't paint them, man. How many times I gotta tell you this? Nor dog. Let's see what we got here. So we got like a bone color. Red? It's kind of interesting. What's the red exoskeleton? Or is it like a rusty brown? Oh, it's rust, yeah. And then you're gonna dry brush the gun metal over them. I see. I like to see a lot more drama though if you're gonna, you know, like with these bright colors here. With your airbrush. A lot of missed opportunity for some sick drama. But you are getting in there and getting the recesses dark, and that's kind of all that matters. Getting this panel lines dark. Monument Hobbies.
30 seconds in, hit it with an F5. Hit it back so hard he feel it in the next life. Pull him over that shoulder just like a knapsack.
We'll get some love right there. I heard Jason was in Florida this weekend. We'll get some love right there from the Monument crew. Awkward-ish Panda. What's up? Return of the Pandas. Plus says he's using Monument Hobbies right now. We're just finishing up a little whip session. Couple more to go. Go boy. 3D printed some horns, it looks like, for his daughter's D&D costume. Is this accurate? Oh, that's pretty cool. Awkwardish Panda says Panda works. You'll see, man. There's like 5 other pandas. My Bobby says, hope you're having a good stream. Just Jordan here today. What's up, Jordan? Yeah, Jason texted me earlier. He was like, yo, where you at, dog? I'm down here in fucking South Florida. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like 3 hours north. He's like, oh. Wolf Lord 501. See, and here's another one. We have a Wolf Lord who frequents our chat, and now we have a Wolf Lord 501. We also have a Wolf Priest. There's a theme here. Wolf Lord, what you got? Oh, we got some Night Lords from Wolf Lord. Look at that. Get the some of the shoulder pads. They're hella good. Go boy. Pictures don't do it justice. You have to DM me a picture of the costumes when it's put together. Awkwardish Panda, just perpetually lurk chat here. Thank you for opening the dialogue. I think I've got like a mosquito jumping around my room, just biting me over and over. Ugh. Wolf Lord pads are almost done. Oh, some lightning down. Just a cinch on the shoulder pads. One plus says bite it back. I'll get right on that. Anybody tuning in for Monuments stream wants to get down on the whip sesh before I go back? Exclamation point whip. Yeah, go boy, that's awesome. Can't wait to see the outfit. Wolf Lord just can't do good lightning. Got an old tutorial on YouTube. Just go on my YouTube channel. Type lightning. I got a good one. Couple from years and years ago. Still relevant. Just under an hour left in the show. We're going to get back to this Juggernaut of Corn on Monday Night Raw Dawg. In July, we throw up some hype promos to try to generate some revenue because revenue's down 60% going into July every year. So I pay my bills. So tonight, the final four, meaning the top four supporters, all take home a Raw Dawg, Monday Night Raw Dawg themed headband / sweatband. Seeing as Monday's still new in our lineup. How many of these frames do I have hidden? There it is. Featuring the Next Level Painting Monday Night Raw Dawg logo. I'll have these bitches drop shipped to your house. Final four. Currently, you can become a Final Four supporter for 1 penny. Also, if you're new here, exclamation point class, that's my big money maker right there. Private lessons. Sign up on Patreon. You can actually just sign up on Patreon for free. Exclamation point patrons. I'm a free member and I actually have a lot of free content that I've been rolling out with. Got quick guide, analog tutorials. Dropping these every week. Free for all members. And we did just drop a 90-second narrated short for painting demonic wings. Free for all members. Obviously, I'm trying to get you guys on there for free. And I'm trying to use the OnlyFans model to kind of tempt you into giving me more money. Kick it back to the money shot. Let's get some painting done. Gotta lock into the obesity cradle. That's right, Max Lurker, only dogs. So if you go on Patreon today, our newest content is this Lord of Change. He's got his own collection on there right now. Just wrapped that project up. Now we're moving into Corn sponsored content. And so far we've workshopped the reds and the kind of simplified NMM technique we're using on this model. So what we did was we just went around and got the gold looking decent real fast. And now we're stuck on the collar. So we got to make the collar look decent. So let's pull out the wet palette. 3 paints, burnt orange, yellow ochre, warm flesh. And we blocked in that collar just like everything else with the combination of the ochre and the burnt orange. And now what we're going to try to do is start kind of crisping up the edges using just raw, high opacity, low moisture, warm flesh. And we're going to just kind of start off by gently tracing these ledges using the side of our brush. What is that? There's like a hair right here, I think. Yep. Tight. I'm gonna say like a cat hair. Got it. So we're just riding the rail. And the warm flesh is our brightest position. So we're just putting a little paint on the side of the brush and trying to maintain a right to left motion. We're trying to avoid sweeping windshield wiper motions. And we're not really going to think about NMM in any way. We're just going to paint it the same ochres. We've been painting everything else. and just kind of focus on clean edge highlighting and see what we get. Right here, I'm just gonna drag a heart pull right there. Rotate. Hit these little guys. The pyramid is less offensive than the cone. See if we can drag a line right here. And we are absolutely heart pulling now. Rotating. Rotating. Get that tracer. Hold your breath. Swing it from right to left. Pyramid. Those tracers. Now here I think we're back to heart pulls. Catch right here. Opacity, low moisture. Always be rotating. Down here, we might need to go back to our palette. Go back a step, more toward the ochre. Because it's a little, we left it a little orangey down here. So just kind of eyeball in a color match. A stipple in there. Just trying to tighten it up down there a little bit. Pop these little latches out. Always be rotating. Just gonna kind of cheat some of this to be a little bit more hype. A little thicker right here. Now you also want to kind of get the inside track, because you can see it from the front right there, you see? Again, I got a little sloppy, so just go back in time. Remember, back to ochre, be a little orange, lower the opacity. Just gonna kind of soften my distorted lines right here. The kind of a low opacity band-aid. Grab a little bit of the warm flesh. Make sure these pyramids are looking sharp. See, that collar is utterly devoid of the NMM tri-blends. It's just straight up highlighted. So what I might do though is make some of the dark stuff a little darker by grabbing some of the burnt orange, lowering the opacity with a little water, and I may drag a couple of darker recess shades up against these plates right here. Base of the pyramid maybe. And so the burnt orange is the darkest position of the workup. See, we're just putting it right up against those separations, right? Frames and borders. Frames and borders. Too crazy. Let's move back. Yeah, that's good. You know, since I have pure white out, let me go. I'm gonna go to the skulls real quick. Why did I grab the white? I can't remember why. Oh, the eyeballs. So I'm going to the skulls, and I'm just gonna start building up some features. Right? See, there's like an eyebrow ridge and a forehead. So I'm just going to kind of draw along those perimeters that make up the skull. I'm going to kind of walk it back here. See, there's like a soft bevel right there. And right now the skulls are just ivory. So now we're adding some white to fill out the texture, add a little volume. And now we're going to just kind of do some heart pulls back here, kind of sketchy. Let it ride. Very simplistic way of approaching the skull. All with the heart pull. Check that out. Let's grab some of the black blue, which is the half of the silver that we use on this workup. Where did I put my black blue? Bro, how many cold blacks do I have? This is preposterous. Almost saves once my cold blacks. All right, let's grab a little blue black. I want to hit the little peg in the center of the spoke right here. I want to hit the little knocker. Here. You see, we did a bunch of red edge highlighting over here. We haven't done that yet, because that would normally be one of the last things I do. Hit that little guy. Using high opacity, low moisture, 18-0 synthetic. And we're just hitting it with the little stipples and little heart pulls. Painting by numbers. Get that little guy right there. If I consolidate my cold blacks, I'll get a full bottle. You're not wrong. I remember down here I got a little overzealous. So let's take some white, add it to the blue black. Let's just kind of sketch out some basic highlights. He's got this chin armor right here. We're just going to run a quick tracer. Keeping it respectful. Since there were some supports down there, I don't want to really call too much attention to that. A couple of rando spikes down here. I'm just going to tag those. Pick up more white. This time be real chill. Magic Tikosity. What's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Run that tracer. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water, perhaps. Be a little noosh. A heart pull right here. The nuts. Let's do a nice clean line right here. High opacity, low moisture. Tracer. Let's go back to that knocker. We're just going to run a heart pull down the length. Grab more white. Keep it more center mass. Now open this business right here. You see he's got some like neck nonsense in there, some neck veins. So we're just going to kind of freestyle with some heart pulls. It's just a blue-black with some white added. Little freestyle right there. Let's run it this way. Little tracer. Same thing right here. Just go in there. We're just kind of following the shapes that are in there. So now I'm gonna go a little bit of white, a little bit of noosh. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm just trying to go into what I just did, but more precise. That's it. Done. It's like 8 brush strokes, 1+ saves. Now, you know, all of this will be a little bit more. But we did a bunch of ghetto dry brushing, remember? So all we're going to do... Kyle Rose, thank you for the like on Facebook. Is we're just going to start going... We're going to go high opacity, low moisture. We're going to just see how much white we can feed into the blue-black. You see? Hit it with a tracer. While maintaining some respect. We're just looking for those ledges. Here. A little distorted there. That's okay. I'm gonna go back to some watered down blue black. Kind of tap that line down. And we're just moving up and down blue, black, and white. Just trying to create stable line work along the edges of things. Anywhere I get a little crazy, I'll just go back a step. And we're not trying to do everything. We're trying to use as few brush strokes to achieve the result as possible. Here, I'm going to do a heart pull down the cylinder. Right there. More white. You'd be shocked how decent this starts to look without actually doing really much work. Heart pull right there. Reappraise. You talking about the Juggernaut on the corn Juggernaut I did years ago? Juggernaut Lord? Hey, what model are we talking about? Oh, the Blood Slaughter. You're talking about the Demon Engine. Yeah, but that was a big model. Damn it. Fucked up that heart pull. Go back a step. Water down some blue black. Gotta get up in this business right here. We only got about 19 minutes left. Nobody in the final four. Nobody winning headbands. Blood Slaughter. I don't remember Yeah, see, yeah, I get it. I know what you're talking about now, Reaper. I did an actual official metal pewter Juggernaut. Named him Scary Terry. Years and years and years and years and years ago. Probably fucking 8 years ago. Running heart pulls. Showing it a lot of respect is critical here.
From we enter inside, I come through and lift up the vibe. That's just what we bring, we get like. Gonna get this party started alright all night. Got the rhythm on deck, I don't need to tell you what's next. Just jump to the rhythm and show me two-step. Jump to the rhythm and show me two-step.
Heart pull. Yo, it's Ray. It's my man Red Coat. They get some strong man love. Strong man, he says, for the good old days. Let me get some hype right there. Appreciate you, brother. Man is on the board. Thank you for your support, brother. I did ship out 15 bags today. Our final 4 contestants today are taking home the first 4, possibly the only 4 sweatbands, Raw Dog themed. See, it's just making sure you touch the gray is really the whole game here. Red Coat. It's not, we're not doing any kind of sophisticated NMM. It's just get the shelves, you know? Heart pull. Heart pull.
Let me throw in on this heat.
Yo, it's speaking of heat, you need a sweatband right now, Camel Specs Online. You absolutely for this fucking heat. Make it some strong man love and chat from my man Camel Specs. How's the bid up there, man? So you see, I'm just throwing a hardcore line down to Camel Specs. Now I'm just going to go back in time. The heart pull against it with more and more black blue. Let that set up. We're going to drop some ghost lines down. Right here. I got to get a little brighter up here. looks like I went to straight up white up here, camo specs.
I'm in the end zone. Where did he go? You way too slow, homie. I've been gone. I know you see, I got the rings, homie. I've been flown. Me and the team going for rings. That is the end goal. Hey, I go beast mode. All on the world like Eco. I go crazy like CeeLo. Can't stop me like Chico's. I'm suave like Rico. Can't be mine no repo. This my home like Depot. Can't deny like Vito. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas. Yeah. GPS.
The cool blue looks great next to the ochre. Thanks, man. Model student. It does.
Way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas. Hey, GPS. I gotta go.
Let's sneak in right here.
Hey, way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas. Yeah. GPS. I got goals. I know where to go.
Take some pure white. With 12 minutes left. Shout out to camo specs and red coat. Let's send some pure white in right here.
I got goals. I know where to go, so I'll never crash.
Right here. Right here. Sneak in right here. Sneak it right here. Let's go back to the gray. Clean up a little bit right here. What we want is some shade.
Seconds in, hit him with an F5. Hit it back so hard he feel it in the next life. Pull him over that shoulder just like
I get some strong man love and woman love in chat. Exclamation point, mom love. Recoil's mom. Keep it a gangster. Try to get a sweatband. Recoil's mom, check it out. We're gonna take some noosh. We're gonna take some jade. And we're gonna paint this nonsense right here. Some glowy terminal. And with a little water, you can kind of push it around. Like it's kind of glowing out of the seams a little bit. Right there. Jump it in those little kind of vents. And as few brush strokes as we can get away with. Some in the eyeball. Blacks in there. Seven and a half minutes left. You can get on this for $1 at this point. Well, let's take a little. Okay, we have black hooves. We want to keep them black. So let's actually go in for that coal black. So we're going to take the coal black and kind of clean up some of our distorted gold that's spilled out. Clean that up. Now we're going to add white and some of that jade.
And his name is John C.
Sir Crow. Let me get some hype in the chat from my man Sir Crow.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore? I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a hole.
Phrasing boom.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
Here is $1.
Love minis. I'll take $1 any day. Let me get some hype in the chat for Sir Crow and Love minis. See, what we're doing now is we're recycling the jade into the black. We used in some of the circuitry to get a bit of a link. And we're throwing some crazy ass highlights into the hooves. Black, jade, white. And we're doing the inner panel highlighting. Getting it crazy. There we go. 4 minutes left. You think both subs bots just right out? No. I upgraded. I upgraded the top of the show. The fuck is going on here, man? I repealed. Did you add something, or is this just normal bots? I actually had all commands that were above a tier 1 removed from Swolebot, so that I could just keep it at a tier 1. Is that just not the case right now? Are those not tier 1s? That's why the bot broke last week, is because we were working on it. But I see it showing. I show it being janky right now. Like, why is it? Like, is Yodog Freaks? That's like a tier 2 sub, right? Yodog Watang Clan. That's like a tier 2 sub, right? So Hyphy should never do it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I just fixed Hyphy. That's what it was. Fix hype. Recoil. Any command you see that's using tier 2s and tier 3s, fix it so it's only using tier 1. We need 132 Yodogs for Sir Crow painting. They get shit on him. Sorry about that. Also, yeah, do your job, Recoil. Coil Daddy. It would be helpful if I told him what his job was. Let's get a little bit brighter. With about a minute left in the giveaway, Sir Crow made it to the final four with $6.50. So Black Hooves, we got our gray sorted out, we got our gold sorted out. We just got to get back to the spikes. See, we did a crossfade here. We got to crossfade all the fucking horns. Recoil. Yeah, I think actually all we did was fix hyphy so it wouldn't draw from disallowed emotes. It's up to us to do the rest. 20 seconds left. Trying to get this guy.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Gotta get that too. Some point we're gonna have to paint this little spike. Jetting out of the old head right here. And probably need to paint the one that broke right here. I probably have a list of my email recoil. Hold on a second. But yeah, it's looking good. Fuck this. I mean, he slaps. Because I sent the list, the specs. Certainly have the email in my sent folder. I could just send it to you, make it easy. And then you can just copy and paste from it. Why not? This is you. I got your email. I just emailed it to you, Coil Daddy. So it literally, you can just copy and paste right out of it. So what's today? 8. These are the headbands. The red coat. Coil's mom. Camo. Spec. Sir Crow. Hell yeah. OnePlus saves takes 5 minutes a warrior to cut blacksmith. Most tedious part, but most important. It's true. People like to talk about how they paint a model in 1 hour. OnePlus saves. It's like, that's just fake. You gotta prime it. Do the base. Do everything you just did. Imagine removing more, like, any steps from your process. You're like, bro, you're not even painting it anymore. Red coat, can I get matching leg warmers? The best I can do is a scrunchie. Exactly, OnePlus says. And that's what people do when they're speed painting. You know, it's like they're just making models that look like shit. Like, here's the secret. Next level painting is speed painting. Like, my system is speed painting. Anyone who's taken my classes knows the truth of that statement. What you're watching me do right here is built on the back of the speed painting. I'm doing it in real time. But if we just airbrushed it, you know, use gold paint and silver paint. Think about it. If I didn't spend all this extra time doing little edge highlights on the trim and shit like that, I just said, fuck it, we're using metallic paint. We were done 4 hours ago. So, like, learn my system. It is speed painting. And then everything else is an effect that you sprinkle on top of it. We can stop anytime we want. All right, where's the raid going? Love minis. We got Wicked on. I see Art of Mike Disney on. Should I even see Hannah on? That's wild. I haven't seen her on in a billion minutes. Yeah, I'm looking at the whips right now. Oh, an awkward panda threw up a whip. Damn, that's solid. Good job, awkward panda. Good job, 1+ saves. Looks so much better with the black blocked in like that. And that orc you just posted, or that goblin. Awkward is sick. JDA just sent you a package. JDA just sent you your international semi-annual package. We're gonna raid Wicked. Love Minis is called the shot. The raid is ticking down. Bring the length. Bring the girth. Bring the positivity. Shout out to all our supporters tonight. My man Red Coat. Recoil's mom. Camo Spec Sir Crow. See you guys again tomorrow. Shout out to our mods, Quail Daddy, Love Minis. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.